evaluate the integral x exponential negative 3x. So how do we integrate x exponential negative 3x dx? So this is actually integration by parts, because it is a product of two functions. So you can see the first function x here is polynomial, the second function here is exponential, isn't it? So this is supposed to be ud dv, meaning it is supposed to be u dv, meaning let x to be u and exponential negative 3x dx, the whole of that should be dv. Are we together? So it is ud dv. So if you have an integral u dv, we've seen that if you have u dv, integral of u dv, you simply get uv minus integral of vd, isn't it? When you integrate u dv, integration by parts, you get uv minus vdu, isn't it? Are we together? So start. What is your u? Your u is equals to x, isn't it? U is equals to x. So if you differentiate u with respect to x, you get? So you get 1. Because if you differentiate x, you get 1. If you differentiate u, you get 1, you remain with the u over the x, isn't it? If you differentiate x, you get 1, you remain with the x over the x silent 1, isn't it? Are we together? Good. So from there it implies what? The u is equals to the x. Take the x to the other side of the equation, isn't it? Are we together? Then on the other side, dv. What is dv? dv is equals to exponential negative 3x dx. The whole of this part is dv, isn't it? But we don't need dv, we want v, isn't it? We want. So how do we get v from dv? Meaning we introduce integral on both sides. That is when you can get v, isn't it? Because this is dv. So how do you get v from dv? So you integrate. Meaning if you integrate dv, you get v, isn't it? Then remember, if you integrate an exponential function, it remains the way it is, isn't it? It remains the way, then you divide by the derivative of the inner function, which must be a constant, isn't it? And you will always see it negative 3. Meaning if you differentiate negative 3x, you just get that negative 3 or somewhere, isn't it? Are we together? Yes. If it is differentiation, you multiply with. If it is integration, you divide with, isn't it? So now can you go start substituting? What is udv? What is udv? udv is the original problem, isn't it? udv is x exponential negative 3x dx is your udv, isn't it? It is equals to uv. So can you multiply u times v? U times this. You remember if you simplify this, it's negative 1 over 3 exponential negative 3x, isn't it? Are we together? So u dv, which is this, is equals to uv, u times v, x times the value of v. So you get negative 1 over 3x exponential negative 3, isn't it? Then it is minus v, integral of vdu, isn't it? Are you together? So can you start? What is vdu? V is negative a third exponential negative 3x, that is v. Then du is dx, isn't it? Meaning vdu is this. So you go and put it there. So minus negative is changing to, isn't it? See v, this is vdu, v is this times du is dx. So dx times this, you get negative 1 over 3 exponential negative 3x dx. This is vdu, isn't it? But then you have minus into this, meaning minus into negative a third, isn't it? Are you seeing that? Are we together? So it is minus into integral of negative a third exponential 3x dx, isn't it? So this is vdu, meaning v times du, negative a third exponential negative 3x times dx, you get this vdu. Are we together? So if you take negative a third outside the bracket, negative into negative becomes, changes the sign to positive. Then this a third is a constant, you factorize it outside like that, isn't it? Are we together? Then you bracket what you want to integrate, meaning we want to integrate this term, isn't it? Are you seeing what we now want to integrate? This part. because if it has still integral sign there, so we integrate exponential negative 3x dx, isn't it? Are we together? You have to bracket what you integrate because what is outside is going to be for everything inside the bracket. Okay? So what do we have? This one is equals to this first part we already done with a third x exponential negative 3x plus a third. Then if you integrate exponential negative 3x, it remains the way it is, isn't it? It remains exponential negative 3x. Then you divide by the constant, isn't it, of the inner function, that is negative 3. If you differentiate negative 3x, you get negative 3, you divide it, isn't it? Then at the end of integration plus c. Are you seeing you are done? You are only done when there is no integral sign on this side of the equation, isn't it? You are done. Here you cannot introduce integration by part because it is only one function. You just integrate exponential function, isn't it? You only introduce integration of parts when there is a product of two. Are we together? But here, if there is no longer integration of parts, it's just exponential function alone. Are we together? Are we together there? Good. So that is how to handle problems of that nature. So if you like, you can simplify it. You can actually simplify it because a third divided by negative 3. What do you get? You get negative 1 over 9. Meaning if you open this bracket, this divided by this changes to negative 1 over 9. Isn't it? See if you factor that is negative 1 over 9. Yes. Good. So negative 1 over 9 times this, you get negative 1 over 9 exponential negative 3x plus c if you simplify by opening that bracket. So you would have integrated that given problem.